Hello kids! For today's topic, we're going to identify the English equivalent of words in mother tongue or in Filipino. This is based on MELC or Most Essential Learning Competency in English 2. So, ang tatalakayin natin ngayon ay kung paano natin bibigay ang katumbas na salita ng ilang English words at itatranslate natin to sa ating mother tongue or in Filipino. Sample of these words are grapes, in Tagalog or in Filipino ay ubas. Kumakain ba kayo ng ubas mga bata? Do you eat grapes? Next word is handsome. In Tagalog, pogi. Ikaw ba ay pogi? Are you handsome? Next is rainbow. In Tagalog, bahaghari. When do you see bahaghari or rainbow? We see it mostly after the rain. Next is eating. In Tagalog, kumakain. Siya ay kumakain ng almusal. We eat our breakfast every day in order us to be strong. Next is flying. In Tagalog, lumilipad. The dove is flying. Ang kalapati ay lumilipad. Sunod ay teaching. In Tagalog, nagtuturo. The teacher is teaching. Ang guro ay nagtuturo. Next is running. In Tagalog, tumatakbo. The girl is running. Ang batang babae ay tumatakbo. Next is family. In Tagalog, pamilya. I have a happy family. Mayroon akong masayang pamilya. Next activity is say it in your own dialect. So, sasabihin niyo siya in Tagalog. First is banana. What is banana in Tagalog? Correct, it is saging. So, ang Tagalog ng banana ay saging. Next is apple. Ano ang Tagalog ng apple? Yes, mansanas. Ang Tagalog ng apple ay mansanas. Next is swimming. Yes, correct. That is lumalangoy in Tagalog. Next word is laughing. Yes, the Tagalog word for laughing is tumatawa. Let's have more example, kids. Let's read and understand the words below. English word, head. In Tagalog, ulo. Another word is nose. In Filipino or Tagalog, ilong. Next is father. In Filipino, ama. Next is mother. In Filipino ay ina. Next English word is red. In Filipino, pula. Next is road. In Filipino or Tagalog, kalye o daan. And last word is street. In Filipino or Tagalog word, kanto. Next activity is on page 7, What's New? Direction is read the words related to self, family, school, community, and concepts such as the names for shapes and numbers. Write their equivalent in your mother tongue. So, you will translate the English words in your mother tongue or in Tagalog. So, isusulat nyo to sa inyong notebook and answers only, kids. So, for example, number 1, heart. What is heart in Tagalog? So, ilalagay nyo lang ay puso. For number 2, we have grandmother. Number 3, father. Number 4, 11. And last one, number 5 is policeman. For page 7, what is it? Study the pictures below. Write the word for it in English on the first line and a word in your mother tongue on the second line. So kids, you will draw it in your notebook. So after nyong i-drawing, maglagay kayo ng 2 lines. And sa first line, sulat nyo kung ano yung English word niya. And translate nyo siya into Tagalog. So for example, number 1, that is hand. In English, in Tagalog or in your mother tongue, ang Tagalog nito ay kamay. Okay, kayo na bahala for numbers 2, 3, 4, and number 5. For what's more on page 9, guided activity number 1, the underlined words are related to self, family, school, community, and concepts such as the names for shapes. Write their equivalent terms in your mother tongue. So, do it also in your notebook. For example, number 1, we have the sentence, I love my loving parents. So, you will translate it, yung underline words natin na loving parents in your mother tongue or in your own dialect. So, for example, ang ating underline words in number 1 ay loving parents. So, ano siya in Tagalog? So, the answer is mapagmahal na magulang. And for number 2, we have two brothers. So, translate it. What is the equivalent of it in our mother tongue or in Tagalog? For number 3, the underlined words are 8 notebooks. So, paki-translate siya in our mother tongue. Number 4, underlined words are triangular erasers. And for number 5, wide backyard. For guided assessment number 1 on page 8, looking at your answers in guided activity number 1, copy the sentences about family on paper 1, the sentences about numbers and shapes on paper 2, and sentence about community on paper 3. So, babalikan nyo po yung sagot nyo doon sa guided activity number 1 and pakikopya po yung sentence sa paper number 1 kung tungkol ito sa family. And kapag yung ating sentence ay about sa numbers and shapes, pakisulat po ito sa paper 2. And for sentences na about sa community, pakisulat naman po sa paper 3. So, you need to copy or to draw the papers 1, 2, 3 para malagay nyo po yung sagot nyo. For guided activity number 2 on page 11, write the words that are related to self in the circle, words about family in the square, the words about school in the rectangle, and the words about the community in the oblong. So, lahat po nung nasa loob na kahon ng mga phrases or mga words, ilalagay po natin siya sa correct shape. So, sa circle, ilalagay po natin yung related sa self or sa sarili nyo. And then, sa square naman is related sa family. Sa rectangle is related about school. And for the oblong, related sa community. Ito po yung mga shapes na inyong i-drawing sa inyong notebook. Kung saan nyo isusulat yung mga answers nyo. Susulat nyo po ito sa loob ng mga shapes. For guided assessment number 2 on page 12, direction is use words that are related to self, family, school, community, and concepts such as the names for shapes and numbers in both mother tongue and English to complete the sentences below. Choose from the words inside the box. So write your answer in your notebook. So kids, pili lang tayo ng inyong sagot sa loob ng ating box. So we have wooden table, 2 coconuts, obedient officers, my grandparents, 4 trees, and 3 baskets. So take a look on the illustration in number 1. And then we have the sentence, we have blank in our front yard. So pili tayo ng sagot sa loob ng box. So magsasagot na ako for number 1. The answer is 4 trees. Then, yung answer natin na 4 trees ay ano ang equivalent nito in our mother tongue? So, ang isasagot naman natin sa next line ay 4 na puno. Then, for number 2, Anna bought blank. So, tingnan lang po natin yung illustration in number 2 and then look your answer doon sa loob ng box. And then, translate lang natin in our mother tongue yung ating mapipiling sagot. Number 3, our blank maintain peace and order. Number 4, our principal has a blank in her office. And number 5, my mother bought blank in the market. For page 13, we have independent activity number 1. Read the dialogue and answer the questions that follow. So write your answer in your notebook. So let's first read the dialogue. Miss Flores talks to Mang Simon about Kiko's performance in school. So, meron tayo ritong character na si Miss Flores and si Mang Simon. Nag-uusap sila tungkol sa performance ni Kiko about sa school. We have Miss Flores. Good morning, Mang Simon. I am Miss Flores, Kiko's teacher in mathematics. Mang Simon, good morning, Miss Flores. How is Kiko in school? Miss Flores, he is very good, sir. He loves to read and count. Mang Simon, his older sister helps him to read and count at home. Miss Flores, wow, that is great. He also shows interest in drawing and coloring. Mang Simon, his mom allows him to do artworks during weekends in our backyard. Miss Flores, your love and support makes Kiko a good child. Mang Simon, your guidance, Miss Flores, helps him to do great things. From the dialogue, answer the following question, kids. Write your answer in your notebook. Number 1, who talks to Miss Flores? Number 2, where do they talk? Number 3, what did Miss Flores say about Kiko? Number 4, who helps Kiko at home? And number 5, what are the good qualities of Kiko as a pupil? Next activity is independent assessment number 1 on page 14. From the dialogue above, choose 5 words that are related to self, family, school, and community. Write their equivalent term or word in your own mother tongue. So write your answer in your notebook. Okay, mula dun sa binasa nating dialogue kanina, pipili kayo ng 5 words na related sa inyong sarili, family, school, and community. And then after that, after nyo siyang mapili, ano yung equivalent na term nun in your mother tongue? So for example, ako nagagawa sa number 1, ang napili ko ay teacher. Teacher is an English term or word. So ano equivalent nito sa ating mother tongue? So teacher in Tagalog ay guro. So yun ang ating isusulat sa second line. For page 15, independent activity number 2, read the given situation. Try to understand each reminder. So the mayor in your city gives reminders about how to throw your garbage properly. So here are the things to do. Number 1, separate biodegradable, nabubulok from non-biodegradable, hindi nabubulok. Number 2, put a green container for biodegradable and black for non-biodegradable. Number 3, have another container for the recyclable, mga pwede pang magamit. And number 4, clean your houses as well as your backyards. Lastly, number 5, cooperate with the garbage collector. For the activity, copy the reminders on a sheet of paper or in your notebook and circle a word in each sentence and write its equivalent word in your mother tongue. Okay kids, for this activity, hindi nyo na kailangang isulat yung mga sentences. What you're going to do is pumili na lang kayo ng word bawat sentence at isulat ito sa inyong notebook. At sa tabi nito, isulat ninyo naman yung equivalent niya in your mother tongue. For independent assessment number 2 on page 15, give 3 words related to self, family, school, community, and concepts. Write the sentences in your mother tongue using those words on a sheet of paper or in your notebook. So kids, after nyong pumili ng 3 words na related sa self, family, school, community, and concepts, gagamitin naman natin siya in sentences. At hindi siya in English, gagamitin natin yung mga words na yon sa Tagalog. Ang first 3 words na hinihingi sa inyo ay tungkol sa inyong sarili or self. So for example, isip ako ng related sa aking sarili. Ang naisip ko ay magpinta. So gagamitin ko to in a sentence and in our mother tongue. So for example, ako ay mahilig magpinta. Okay, isip naman tayo ng iba pang words na related naman sa family, sa school, community, and concept. For page 17, what I can do, interview a family member and ask him or her to give you examples of words that are related to self, family, school, community, and concepts such as names for shapes and numbers in both mother tongue and English. So do this in your notebook. So hahanap kayo ng isang family member nyo na pwede nyo siyang i-interview at tatanungin nyo siya at magbibigay siya ng examples na English word and then itatranslate natin, bibigay natin yung equivalent niya in your mother tongue. Okay kids, hanap na tayo ng may interview nyo. Pwedeng si nanay, si tatay, ate, kuya, lolo, lola, or si tito, si tita, kung sino man available ngayon sa inyong tahanan. And for assessment, make some drawings about your experiences as a grade 2 pupil and write words that are related to yourself, family, school, and community in both English and mother tongue. So do this in your notebook. So dito naman kids, mag-drawing ka ng tungkol sa mga experiences mo ngayong nasa grade 2 ka na. And susulat mo yung mga words na related sa inyong sarili, family, school, and community in both English and also in Tagalog. For page 18, our last activity, additional activities ay gagawin po sa bond paper. So use words that are related to self, family, school, community, and concepts to name the pictures below. So write your answer on a sheet of paper in your notebook. So in this case po, sa bond paper ko po siya ang paggagawa. Ang gagawin po natin dito ay i-drawing nyo po yung illustrations and then i-name nyo po kung ano yung nakikita nyo sa picture. So, isusulat nyo po yung name niya in English and also in our mother tongue or in Tagalog po. Okay, ito pa po yung last 3 illustrations. So, kasama po ito sa i-drawing nyo kids sa bond paper. And this is the end of our discussion. I hope you understand our lesson for today. And good luck in answering your modules, kids. Thank you for listening. Bye, kids!